Quizlet Premium costs over 35 euros a year for a vocabulary app. And on the market are apps like Anki that are total free. And I asked myself, is it worth it to pay for Quizlet Premium? Because I now use it for 1.5 years to learn vocabulary, to learn Korean, and I don't use really the other options from Quizlet. So I can just share you my experience and my honest review on the vocabulary learning part from Quizlet Premium, and I will include what I love, what I miss, and whether I would recommend you if you need Quizlet Premium or not. Quizlet Premium has a free version option, but it's that limited that you cannot do photo scans really. You have not really a learning mode, and there's a lot of advertisements. So compare the free version of Quizlet, you don't need it. Anki is better. But Quizlet has also the premium version, and compared to Anki, which is completely free on Android and Windows, but paid on iOS, Quizlet feels of course more expensive, is it? And the most vocabulary apps are free, so at first the price seemed high to me, but you pay for convenience, and that is the first part I want to show in my review, the UX, UI, the ease of use. So I will quickly show you how Quizlet looks like. Here's my example deck of my vocabulary that I learn, and you have different modes. Just looking at cards, learn mode, testing mode, and then there are a few of gamification parts. And here you always can have a look, what is it, and then go further. And that you can also do in the free version, but that's not really helpful. And here you have learn set suggestions. I don't need this. My statistics I see. Here I see which I learn, which I have to learn. But a lot, so you will not see so much. This is the desktop version. So there's also a mobile version. They have multiple choice, so you can have different configurations for your learning experience. You can say, okay, I have multiple choice questions, I want to write something, I just want to see the cards, I want to answer English and Korean. I always have this relaxing mode on because I'm really lazy and I misspell sometimes words, and I know this word, it's correct, and I don't want to type it completely correctly. It's also best new word. And then you have also that they read it out loud. That's it. And to decrease, for example, I will now try to split worry, 고민하다. I don't know. 메시지, 한국. What I found funny is on the desktop version, it's not synchronized, I think. I will show you now the mobile version, because here it says, oh, you learned 7 words, but I already learned it on my mobile. I show you this. So, first negative point, the synchronization between the learning statistics on desktop and on mobile are not perfect, because I already learned all of the vocabulary. Now today I dropped a few new words, but you see. I will now record my screen so that you see what I do. On mobile you have the same, you can go through the cards, so that's a free option I think you also have. And then you have the learning mode, test mode, etc. You see how many you have already learned, how many you are learning in the moment, and also the ones that you didn't learn at all yet. You can also mark special words with a star. That's also helpful if you have a few of words that you really want to remember and you want just go through this group of words. You can also split this up. Learning mode I already showed you, it's the same. Testing mode, you can also have a few configurations and then you can test yourself after you learned everything. Yeah, of course I know this, not really. Yeah, you can also configure if you want to know if you answered wrong or not, directly or immediately. I have no idea. Rubber bean ability. I don't know. That's correct. Advantage. Yeah, my score is really bad. Yes. Okay, then you have also the only gamification I like is this to order things, like you see the cards and then you have to tap on it. Do I have something I know? In front of the camera I'm really bad, okay? I'm not that bad always. Official. Oh, I don't know. Ancorredor, not even so. Confrontation, Zuhänghänger, Tuppenhänger. So complicated, I don't know the words. Ignore this, it's just an example for you. There are so blast and I don't know, this game you really don't need it. I think that's everything about the mobile app. And now I will show you something. The reason why I love Quizlet or why I bought Quizlet was this one. I had my vocabulary book and there I had always vocabulary tables. And in an Anki world or another app, I would have to write it down. But with Quizlet, I can say, okay, I want to edit this and I want to scan, and I can just scan this piece of paper and use it, and then I can just pick it. So normally it detects very well. It detects very well. If not, then it's just my photo. And then I can edit and I'm ready. The other thing, I really don't understand why it's not on mobile. But on mobile I just found this photo option and the manual adding. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But on the desktop version you also have more options to add things. So when I say I want to add here my Quizlet deck, I have a lot of options, but I have a smart assist that I can use. I'll show you later this. And I have importing. I can just import, for example, here you can import your list also with comma or a semicolon, etc. And then you can just click on import and it will import it. You can modify it if you need. And that's the way I do it in the moment, the most of the time. It's so convenient. What I also would love to do, what is not working so well, is that I have an article, like this one. I pasted an article to ChatGPT and said, okay, pick up the most important words. But this does not work so well. I show you. You click on Smart Assist and then you have this window and then you can paste it, and I paste it with the same option like ChatGPT, and then I wait. Oh, it takes really long time. And now he just had 13 words. I compare with ChatGPT where I had, I don't know, 20? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. So much more words. And also the words, okay, that's words from the text, of course, but it were not really, it's okay, but it's not enough. So, you know, I was not happy with the result so far with this assistant. There are just less words than I want and not all the words I needed. And I mean, of course, if I don't pick the words on my own, I have a failure quote or failure. I will miss a few words, and that's okay. But I want more words so that I learn more words and I know more words. So why just 10? Okay, so this assistant is not that helpful. You don't need this assistant. If you have ChatGPT, totally fine. But The chapter Ease of Use UX UI. This is where Quizlet really shines for me. The design and learning flow are super motivating. I've tried many vocabulary apps and I always dropped them because the UI wasn't appealing, and Quizlet just feels smooth and enjoyable. And I use it, this is the reason why I use it every day. It's tidy, it looks nice. Yes, that's my reason for the ease of use. So I showed you the learning mode. I really like this learning mode. It's really appealing, the UI, and motivating, so that's the reason why I use it every day. That does not have to be the reason for you to pay for premium just because you like the UI. I'm just a girl and I like the UI, and I dropped often other vocabulary apps because of the UI and because of the speed of adding and creating new vocabulary decks. And that's something where Quizlet is really quick. I show you how you can scan it, how you can do it with a Smart Assist, and how you can do it with imports. And also what I found really nice is that if I pick a word like kangachi, Korean word for puppy, I get the suggestion for kangachi. And I immediately get the suggestion for the translation puppy. And I really love this with the suggestion feature. That's also missing a lot of free apps regarding vocabulary creation. So one of the strengths of Quizlet is the UI, the learning mode, how it appeals to you, and the deck creation speed and the convenience. Regarding the learning mode, I really love that you have this, that it accepts small mistakes. I really love this feature. So I can misspell a few words that I already know, just a bit lazy and type it in and don't correct it. And yeah, there's an offline mode you can use, so I don't have problems when I learn in the train, or when I walk with my dog, or when I'm at a place without internet connection. Like you have seen in my practical example, the desktop version is not synchronized very well. It's synchronized, but not the learning mode is really well synchronized. So, conclusion. Is Quizlet Premium worth it? If you want maximum customization and you have an Android phone, Anki is probably the better option. If you like to have a convenient and smooth and motivating vocabulary app with appealing UI and a really quick creation of vocabulary decks, then maybe, and you have the money, then maybe 35 euros is okay to pay and absolutely worth it. For me, it's absolutely worth it because I like the UI, I like the learning modes, I like the games, I like the speed of the creation of decks. And yeah, I also feel like that this app is step by step improving, like the Smart Assist, they try out new things, also the gamification things, they always try to do a bit more and more. And now there are a lot of other learning resources in Quizlet that I don't use, so I cannot really make a review on it, but just from a vocabulary learning point, for me it was worth it, and I decided it 1.5 years ago because of the photo scan feature and the polished UI. So I'm still using it daily to learn Korean, and I think if you use it daily then it could be worth it, but you don't need it. If you found this helpful, drop a like or a hype, let me know in the comments. Are you Team Anki? Are you Team Quizlet? Or do you have found a vocabulary app that is better than Quizlet and I have to try it out? Please comment it. And thanks for watching until this point, and we will see us in the next video. Bye bye!